So today we're going to be sewing this overlap dress. You see how it looks? The overlap from the top to the bottom. We're going to be sewing it today. So kindly stay put for this video.
Now for this overlap, see what I did? I just pinned that point. I'll be pulling it to that part, and then to that notched part I'll be marking 2 inches from that part that is notched. 2 inches. I'll do the same for the other side, but now I'm marking my dart. Now for my dart, if you're wondering what I used for my dart, I just started from my under bust or a little above it, just there about. That's what I used for my dart. So I did the same thing for the other side. I just measured the equal side, and I turned this cloth with a lining so that the overlap will be nice. If you are using maybe a lycra or something lighter or thicker, that may not require a lining, you can still sew the overlap without a lining. So I'll just run a stitch down to secure that overlap. So please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and tap this bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. So I'll be running this stitch down just like I've already done. Look at how the overlap came up. So with this, I am done with this part. Just turn your lining and then stitch that part after putting your dart. Then this is the lower part of my dress. This the skirt side or whatever, but this is the lower part of my dress. Look at the way I'm facing that upper part and placing it on top. But if you do this, you're going to make a mistake. So it's better that you notch the midpoint of the top of the overlap and the midpoint of the down part of the skirt. So I'm going to be showing you how to do it now. So this is it. I just folded it and notched, and this part I did the same thing, and then I'll be placing each part, that part I notched, facing each other. I'll pin it, secure it, then I'll run a stitch from that midpoint to the end and from the other point to the end so that I don't make any mistake. So please do this to avoid making a mistake. So this is it. I want to be sure that I'm sewing with 1/2 inch. I left 1/2 inch for my sewing allowance, so I want to be sure that I'm going to be sewing with that 1/2 inch. So I just did that, and look at the front part of the dress. Look at it. So this is ready. I will do the same, close everything for the back, close the back, turn my lining, and then fix my zipper, then show you how to place the back on top of this front. First of all, before that, I pinned that overlap. Okay, now for my zip. This zip now in all is 24 inches, but you can't take the whole 24. Look at the way where the zip is starting from, and you can't take it till the end. So you stop around, just take 23 inches for this zip. So I'll be placing this zip on my fabric to know where I'll be stopping. From that point I'll stop. I'll just run a stitch down with my allowance of 1/2 inch. So once I've secured that 1/2 inch, look at the place where I notched this down part. I'll make sure that I have 1/2 inch. Then I'll run my stitch down this way. I'm going to be making sure now with my tape. I'll check if I have or where I have 1/2 before I run my stitch down. So that's it for that part. Okay, now the zip is ready. I have fixed the zip. Now this is it for the zip. From that part, the back, now look at the front. I'll be placing the back on top of the front, or the front on top of the back, howsoever you want. But I'm going to be showing you how to join this part. Look at this part now. The front is under and the back is on top. So I'll be using one side of this part look at the way I'm using one side. I'm making sure that they're equal. Then using one side, look at this point, I'll place it on top, then do as if I'm doing like this. Then I'm going to sew straight, but I'm doing it again so you look at the way I'm holding this part, and then I run my thread straight and do the same for the other side as well. So that's it. Once you are done securing that part, that's all. Okay, so we've done this for the two sides. Now I'm going to be flipping this cloth over, or turning it over, so that I can, shape with my body measurement. And that is all.